There are many recognized benefits of breastfeeding. However, there is still much debate over whether or not breastfeeding gives children a cognitive advantage. Cognitive ability refers to mental processes such as thinking, remembering, and making decisions. It also includes creativity, imagination, and behavior. The healthy development of the brain and cognitive skills allows children to learn and understand. Many experts believe that breastfeeding can contribute to the intelligence, memory, judgment, and problem-solving ability of a child as he grows, but does it? Will your baby really be smarter if you breastfeed? A study published in Pediatrics in March 2017 reports that there are no long-term cognitive benefits of breastfeeding. The study followed almost 7,500 full-term babies until the age of 5. Researchers evaluated the children on their ability with language, vocabulary, problem-solving skills, and behavior at 9 months, 3 years, and 5 years. Parents and teachers participated in the evaluation by filling out questionnaires to determine the cognitive abilities of the children. The study did show some positive short-term cognitive effects of breastfeeding, but no long-term advantages. It states that the children who were breastfed for at least 6 months had better problem-solving skills and were not as hyperactive at 3 years old. However, by the time the children were 5, the noticeable differences between the breastfed and non-breastfed children became too small to be meaningful. Not all studies on this subject show the same findings. Many studies support the belief that breastfeeding improves intelligence or IQ. They seem to show a link between breast milk and long-term cognitive results. Here are 2 examples. 1. One study followed 3,500 children through adolescence and into adulthood. 1. When assessed at age 30, those whose primary source of nutrition as children came from breastfeeding performed better on intelligence tests. 1. They also had higher educations and greater incomes. 2. Another very large study followed almost 14,000 healthy breastfed babies until they were 6.5 years old. 2. The children's intelligence and academic status was evaluated by doctors and teachers. 2. The results show that the link between exclusive, long-term breastfeeding and the cognitive development of children is strong. Well, it's difficult to determine if it's the breast milk or other factors that are contributing to the increase in cognitive scores in breastfed children. Some researchers suggest that it only appears that breastfeeding is responsible for the increase in intelligence and problem-solving skills, but that's not the case. Instead, the reason breastfed children do better is because they are more likely to grow up in an environment that supports cognitive development. Others point out that breast milk contains the essential fatty acids docosahexaenoic acid, DHA, and arachidonic acid, ARA or AA. Since DHA and ARA promote the development of the brain and nervous system, they believe that when a child receives breast milk, it helps to increase cognitive abilities. Formula companies are aware of this, as well. They now add essential fatty acids to their infant formula to support brain and eye development. Of course, scientists don't yet know if the addition of essential fatty acids in the formula has that same effect on the brain as the natural essential fatty acids found in breast milk. Another area of debate is the duration of breastfeeding. In certain studies, any amount of breast milk given to a child is counted as breastfeeding. So, some experts say that if the children in the studies aren't breastfed exclusively or for an extended length of time, then the study doesn't represent the actual effect of breastfeeding. The belief is that breastfeeding has a cumulative effect. So, the more and longer a child breastfeeds, the more significant the results will be. They call for more studies that follow children who are breastfed for over 6 months, a year, or longer. Whether it's from breast milk or infant formula, getting the proper nutrients for brain development is important. However, beyond nutrition, there are a variety of factors that contribute to cognitive health. 1. A positive cognitive outcome begins in pregnancy. 1. When a mother gets good prenatal care and doesn't smoke or engage in other risky behaviors, she's helping her child get off to a good start. 2. During infancy and childhood, the relationship between parents and their children can make a difference. 2. Parenting choices can encourage or discourage cognitive learning. 2. For example, reading a book to a child each night can help develop a child's reading, writing, and language skills. 2. Engaging in active play, listening to music, encouraging creativity, and letting a child explore and get dirty are all ways to open a child's mind. 2. On the other hand, spending too much time in front of the television can limit cognitive learning. 3. On top of that, a child's intelligence and academic success are related to his genetics as well as his parents' IQ, educational level, and income.